3 practices, what are your kind of impressions of the defensive guys you've got this year?
Well, I think we're way further ahead with ownership of the defense and just knowledge and understanding of what we're trying to get done. I really liked the first practice. I thought we did some good things in the second, and today was a little hot and cold for whatever reason, so I got to figure that out.
With the new guys in the corner room that are making an impact, younger guys stepping up?
Well, there's some talented young guys that were with us last year that got to step up, and Evan Johnson, Maury Bamba, Jaden Dunlap. Those are some guys that need to step up, and somebody's got to become a starter with Jacob Robinson. And then, Marcus McKenzie, he's out right now, but he'll be fine. Anyway, that group's got a chance. Mark Collins is someone that I know a lot about. He'll add something to that room. So it's a talented group. We just need to have those guys start to separate themselves on who's the starter, who's the backups.
How do you feel about the overall depth on year 2 of this defense? I'm sure you're never satisfied, but how do you feel? Has there been progress in that front?
Well, I think recruiting's a huge part. Some of the young guys that have come in are some of our best players right now, like Ephraim Asiata looks really good right now. Viliami Puha looks really good right now. So I'm proud of some of those young guys that are stepping in. We got to continue to solidify starters, and that's what I've not seen in all the groups yet is just a solidified, 11. And that's what spring ball and fall camp are for. But and then we got guys like a Tyler Batty that doesn't need a bunch of reps. Jacob Robinson doesn't need a lot of reps. So we have veteran guys. We need some of the other groups to just solidify who they are.
Just to follow up, with guys like Batty and Robinson, are you just kind of taking it light, get them ready for the fall, basically?
Be smart. Yeah, they still got to get better, but we need to be smart with those guys. And it's such a fine line because they got a lot of work they got to do so that their bodies are healthy, so they can stay healthy. But you don't need to wear them out.
Jay, what asked you about Mark Collins?
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, you brought in Camden and Eddie last year. What made you decide to bring Mark in?
Well, Mark's a good mix of those two. I think he plays a lot like Eddie. I mean, he's a dang good mix of those two guys. So he's a good football player. He's got athleticism. He's got physicality. He's got ball skills. So, I mean, he'll be right there in the mix for sure when things are all said and done. Right now he's coming off an ACL injury, so he won't be with us this spring, but he's way ahead of the game as far as his rehab. I think the trainers and the doctors have done a good job with him.
Kind of along the same lines,
I'm just curious, have you prioritized getting Weber State guys to come back and play for you?
No, absolutely not. So just so everyone's straight, I can't talk to him, can't contact him, nothing. If the right guys go in the portal and they're getting looks elsewhere, then I've looked at the right guys. There's been a lot of the guys that have gone in the portal and they're not the right fit here, or we're not taking that position group. So it's not just them. That's any person that goes in the portal. We're going to bring the right fit in here for us.
what strengths has Jack Kelly added to the defense?
A lot. Understanding what we're trying to get done. He knows how I coach. He's looked really good so far. He's one of our strongest players on our team, and he's running really good right now. So I've been very impressed with him so far.
I wanted to ask about Danny Sayui. He's a big dude
on
the defensive line. You prioritize the front seven like in recruiting.
Yeah.
What does he bring to the table?
Size, and he's got athleticism for how big he is. So I'm excited to see where he gets as he continues to get in shape and get game ready. I'm excited to see him play.
I want to ask you about the front seven. Like, why did you focus so heavily on that front?
We got to get better there. There were certain games in the Big 12 where we either weren't big enough or stout enough, or just we didn't make the proper fits, or whatever reason. We got to be much more stout inside than we were last year.
I think last year you rotated, the guys up seven, keep them fresh. Is that still going to kind of be the plan going into?
Well, I mean, I think everybody does that. You got to keep your front seven fresh. We're not going to over-rotate like 3 or 4 years ago, but we got to keep those front guys fresh. And they can't play every snap, especially your D-line. So we'll be smart with them. We need depth. That's why we talk about that all the time. And we need some guys to step up and solidify themselves as big-time Big 12 starters.
Free safety, we saw Chica back there, Raider. How's that group?
So I like the safeties right now. I think that's a group that's progressed pretty good. There's a ton of competition in that group with Talon Alfrey and Ethan Slade and Crew Wakely and Michael Harper. I mean, we got 6 or 7 guys back there that have started games. That's another group where this spring, the cream's got to rise to the top as far as who's going to be the starter come fall time.
How's Raiders' progress being further removed from his mission?
Very good. Yeah, and he's only going to get better and better the longer he's home from the mission, and the more football he's played in this defense, he's only going to get better and better. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.